report came on the TV. It was about a prison break. Henry looked over at Frank, fully aware that harboring a fugitive was a serious crime. Frank anticipated this. He suggested tying Adele up to make it look like a kidnapping. That way, she and her son wouldn't be held responsible. Adele agreed. Frank gently tied her to a chair, being extra cautious not to hurt her. His tenderness surprised Adele and eased her fear. Frank then went into the kitchen, pulled out some ingredients from the fridge, and prepared a full dinner. Knowing Adele's legs were bound, Frank carefully fed her, blowing on the food to cool it first. This thoughtful act surprised Adele, but she didn't refuse. Henry watched in disbelief. Since the divorce, his mother had become severely depressed and avoided all contact with men, but now she was accepting food from Frank. That night, police patrols hadn't left the neighborhood, so Frank had no choice but to hide for another day. He untied Adele and let her rest in her room. He himself slept on the couch. The next morning, Frank made breakfast. As they ate, Henry saw Frank's picture on the newspaper. Frank explained his past.
I don't blame you for wondering. Just know that there's more to this story than you'll see in that paper there.
How'd you escape?
I told the guard at the hospital if he left, I was going to jump out the window. He heard that. He went to have a smoke. Nothing misleads people like the truth.
Then Henry shared his own story. His father had left him and Adele for his secretary.
How does a fellow let a woman like your mother get away?
Adele returned, holding the rope, suggesting Frank tie her up again, but Frank declined. The previous night's fake kidnapping was enough to cover their involvement. He noted he hadn't heard the morning train, possibly because it was the weekend, so he might have to stay another 2 days. Adele didn't argue. She took a bite of the breakfast Frank made. It was delicious. She realized she wanted to help him. To repay their kindness, Frank fixed the broken steps, replaced the car's fuse, and waxed the floor. He even took time to teach Henry how to play baseball. Frank was a family-oriented man. He cherished this brief warmth and connection. Adele noticed. That afternoon, it felt like the three of them had forgotten Frank's past. Adele even sewed a torn shirt for him, but the peaceful moment was interrupted.
Come here. Come here.
Frank grabbed Adele and told Henry to answer the door, warning him to be careful with his words. Their neighbor had come by with a basket of peaches. Seeing Henry at the door, he warned him to be cautious. A dangerous fugitive was on the loose nearby. Henry became visibly nervous, but he managed to send the neighbor away. Afterward, Frank praised him. Henry beamed with pride. Adele sent her son away, then confronted Frank.
My son is not your lookout. He's not your accomplice, and I don't...
It's just a neighbor.
It doesn't matter.
Don't forget what's going on here.
Not for a second. Now, I see the way he looks at you. What he wants.